Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.
Afternoon and good evening, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to INCRadio and another lovely weekend. I'm Taylor Droylak-Pakan from the local congregation of Temecula Valley.
And I'm Lorraine Lubog from the local congregation of El Cajon.
Yes, and you are tuned into INCRadio
San Diego.
Thank you so much for joining us. It is a lovely Saturday morning here in San Diego. And today on our show, we're going to be meeting a musician.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Are you excited to meet the musician, Lorraine?
I am very excited. I'm also very excited to hear all about his experience of some special event that happened a few years ago. And something recent, right?
Something very recent. There have been a couple of musical church projects that he was a part of and is going to share his experiences about today on our show. So stay tuned for that. But before we jump into all of that, of course, as usual, be sure to like this video on YouTube and subscribe to the INCRadio YouTube channel if you have not already done so. And while you're at it, be sure to share this link to view our show today with your friends and family so they can also be inspired by the discussion we're about to have.
Mm-hmm.
And how else can people be involved in our show today, Lorraine?
They can leave a comment with a hashtag of their local congregation. And here are the hashtags. And don't forget to use one hashtag per comment. And also stay tuned towards the end of our show to hear last weekend's winners.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Very exciting. All right. Without further ado, we're going to jump into our discussion today. So like we mentioned earlier, we are going to be interviewing a very special in-studio guest who is a musician and is going to share some of his experiences with us because he's had the privilege of joining a couple of very special projects in recent years. So without further ado, please join us in welcoming Brother John Pangilinan. Hello, Brother John.
Hello.
I'm so excited to have you on our show today.
I'm so glad to be here.
Yes, you are no stranger to us here. You've definitely been on our show before.
Yes.
We see you throughout the district always. But for anyone who's tuning in who maybe hasn't had the pleasure of meeting you personally yet, would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure. Hi, everyone. I am John Pangilinan. I'm from the local congregation of National City here in the district of San Diego County, California.
Nice. And since you are the musician today, not just a musician, you're the musician.
Okay.
Would you like to talk a little bit about your experience with music, when you started getting into music? How long has it been? What do you play? Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes. So I started playing the viola in high school. My first year of high school, so about 14 or 15. And I really just did it to fulfill a performing arts credit. And so after that year, I kind of I returned my rental. I was like, okay, I'm all set. I think I'm good.
You're done.
I'm done.
Yes.
But later that summer, I was approached by a minister and he was telling me that that the church is forming an orchestra. And I think he heard that I was playing the viola at one point, and he said, "Do you still have it?" And I said, "I was just about to return it." And so he said, "Don't return it. Bring it to rehearsal. Here are the details, and the rest is history." I played in the New York premiere of the Oratorio. So the Oratorio is a musical performance consisting of a chorus, a choir, soloists, and an orchestra. I played for the 50 Years in the West in New York in November of 2018. I played in the Europe premiere of the Oratorio in September of 2023. And then the premiere of the third Oratorio, the final Oratorio in that trilogy, last October.
Wow.
And what's the purpose of an oratorio?
Oh, right. The Oratorio famously and historically presents religious stories.
I see.
And so the first Oratorio, the Centennial Oratorio, talks about the reemergence of the church, its expansion to the West. The second one is about the messenger of God, Brother Felix Manalo, how he was commissioned by God. And then the last one is about the true servant of God in these last days. So talking about how we should act in the face of difficulties, and how we should always be thankful to God.
Oh,
How unique.
that's really cool.
An
Yeah.
oratorio is
Yeah.
not like
Mm-hmm.
any other type of musical production that I've heard of.
Yes.
I love it. Okay.
And we actually have a question for our live viewers. So for those who are tuning in with us and who also experienced the oratorio, mention any highlight from any oratorio that you joined, whether it be with Brother John or if you watched on YouTube. Tell us about it and we'll read your comments.
Do you happen to know if all 3 of the oratorios are available to watch on YouTube?
Yes.
Anyone who's
Mhm.
interested?
So all 3 performances are available on YouTube. They're all under, if you just look up Oratorio.
Yeah.
like you'll find some that are not of the church, but they're all there
Mhm.
consecutively,
Okay.
Mhm.
almost.
Oratorio.
If you put like Oratorio New
probably
York or
New
Oratorio
York.
London or
Mhm.
Oratorio
Okay.
Philippines,
Mhm.
all of
Those
them will show up.
keywords. I like it. I'm gonna have to look myself when I get
Mhm.
home later.
Yes.
All right. Well, everybody is answering that question in the live
Mhm.
chat. We also wanted to ask you, Brother John, what
Mhm.
was your experience like going through all the rehearsals for the oratorios? I'm sure you had a lot of
Mhm.
rehearsals,
Yes.
Mhm.
but what was that like as a member of the orchestra?
Yes. So going through the different rehearsals for all of these
Mhm.
throughout the years has been really special,
Mhm.
honestly. You see the final product on YouTube as a sort of, it's all very serious. It's
Mhm.
all like the music, the message of everything is very serious.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But what I like to sort of call back to, especially during rehearsals,
Mhm.
is all of the silliness
Oh,
that
yeah.
happens. I think everyone in the orchestra can attest to that. There's so much silliness that goes on behind the scenes to sort of
Mhm.
offset all the seriousness that I feel goes on. And so um, whether that be during lunch,
Mhm.
catching someone falling asleep during their break, or whatever happens during like in the lunch or breakfast line at the
Yeah.
wherever we're staying,
Mhm.
Yeah.
things like that. We're able to. I feel like that's what really bonds us together as an
Mhm.
orchestra. All the time that we spend together
Mhm.
in those rehearsals that we're all together.
For sure.
You get to attend worship service together,
Yeah.
and just be in one another's
Mhm.
company.
Yeah.
I love that.
I saw some pictures. Was that what do you call those, sectionals? Were you guys having
Yes.
Yeah, I was
So
gonna
every so
ask.
often, Brother Rod Ramos, our conductor, composer,
Mhm.
and he's also a minister.
Mhm.
He'll break us off into sectionals,
Mhm.
just to really hone in on the sections that we're having trouble on.
Mhm.
I
Our
see.
section leaders really take the time to work out any passages that
Mhm.
are particularly difficult for us.
I see.
And we actually have a few comments here. I think this is a familiar name for you, right? Brother
Mhm.
Mark Moronco, orchestra member that can be an organist.
Hmm.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Oh, so he's trying to tell us that what? What is he trying to
What
tell
are
us?
you trying to tell
I'm not
us?
sure, actually.
Orchestra member that can be an organist. Probably there are some organists who
Oh,
are
I
also
see.
orchestra
Yes.
members.
Yes.
Agreed.
Is
Okay.
what we're gonna go with.
Yes.
Malcolm says, I was part of the live audience for the New York Oratorio.
Wow.
Very
What?
cool.
So exciting.
Yes.
My sister Charlene, said, would be nice to have an oratorio in the West one day.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Also from Sister Caitlin Soto. Hey, I'm in that picture.
Hey.
What instrument do you play? Let us know.
Brother Erwin Prado says, I remember watching the INC Oratorio live at the Lincoln Center in New York back in 2019.
Live?
I didn't even know that. Oh,
You were
that's
there
so cool.
That's so cool. I see now we know that so
Wow.
many of those who tune in have been at these events in
Mhm.
person. Also from Linda Cobb. Bravo, Brother John.
Yay.
Proud Auntie Ninang for you.
Aw.
Aw.
Look at that. Love the support.
Yes. Also, one more. Did you want to read this one actually?
From Blessy Marielle, I don't know how to pronounce her last name. Well, I'm not sure what Brother Mark is trying to say either.
It's okay.
That's so funny.
Thank you. Ask him for us and then let us know. in the
Yeah.
Yes,
chat.
please.
We actually have another question for our live audience. Which oratorio did you watch on YouTube? A, New York in 2018, B, London in 2023, or C, the Philippines 2024?
Or all of them.
Yeah, all of them.
Yes. And while everyone answers that, Brother John, do you have any memorabilia or highlights you would like to share with us?
I
from
do
your
actually.
experience?
So this is going to turn into a bit of show and tell and a little bit
Yay!
of
We love show
take
and tell
one,
here.
pass it down.
Wow.
This is so crisp.
You can tell.
Oh yeah,
it's
I keep these
literally
in my
just
I keep
handed
these in my
out.
binder.
Wow.
So these are the programs of each of the oratorios that I've been blessed to perform for.
That's nice.
So that first one over there is the New York one. The one that just
Oh.
Lorraine is holding is the one from Europe, and the one that I'm holding is the one from the Philippines. So each of these have the message of the executive minister that addresses everyone who's attending the
Yeah.
concert. A little background of each of the oratorios that are going to be performed, and then
Wow.
everyone's name who performed.
Oh wow. And I see some of the pictures here as well of the soloists
Mhm.
Wow.
and the people who were very important in this
Yes.
production, I'm assuming.
Yes.
I don't know their proper titles, but it's very nice. And it looks like this one's autographed.
Yes,
Mhm.
I
my
like
New York
that.
one is autographed.
Signatures over here
Part of
too.
my London one is also autographed.
Mhm.
I love it.
That's so cool.
Where's your name? Have you looked for your name? Have you highlighted and circled your name?
The New York one, I'm in the back,
Okay.
on the back cover.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
For London, I'm
Uh-huh.
I think in this back page here
How nice.
Wow.
under viola,
How special.
and then somewhere
He
here.
knows
Somewhere.
exactly
I
where his,
believe you.
his
Somewhere
name
here.
is
Yeah.
at. I love that. Do you have another?
I do
thing to
actually.
Show us?
I'll take these,
Okay,
Okay.
pass
and
it
then
on.
we'll
do you have to take it back? Can I
I'm here.
hold it for like
You can
5
hold
more
it.
minutes?
You can hold it. Actually, I do have something else to pass to you though.
Okay.
So
Ooh.
these are very special to me. These are my certificates of participation
Oh.
and appreciation.
So beautiful.
They look so prestigious.
And they are
Wow.
they are
Signed.
signed by our beloved executive minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo.
Look at that.
And I was actually very blessed to meet him after the Philippine premiere of the third oratorio.
Mhm.
We got to greet him and tell him happy birthday
Oh.
after the concert.
How
That's
amazing. These are I feel so I don't even feel like I should be allowed to hold this.
Take it back.
Okay.
Take it back.
It feels so special.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's so cool seeing your name bolded.
Yeah.
Wow.
Bolded
I
and
love
framed.
my government.
These are so nice. Thank you for sharing these
Yes,
with
of
all of us,
course.
Brother John.
Wow.
Where do you keep these?
These go on my wall, like near my desk.
Oh,
Yes.
nice.
It's a
Inspiration.
reminder. Yeah.
Every day.
inspiration.
And you rehang them after this.
Oh, look at our comments. One from Brother Justin. This broadcast is hitting home. I performed for the world premiere of the INC Oratorio in the Philippines back in July 2014 in celebration of the church's centennial.
Wow. That was a
Wow.
long time ago, over 10 years ago. Also from Sister Marielle?
Mhm.
Yes.
Maguigad.
Mhm.
Hello, Sister Marielle here from the District of Texas from #Houston.
And then she also said, I watch all three from the comfort of my seat in the clarinet section. Oh, I love
Nice.
that.
Sister Cynthia Papa says, I didn't realize there was an Oratorio 1 and 2. The latest one is a must see. So nice to see some familiar faces like Brother John from SDC. #NSD.
And we have from Brother Nathan Nationalis, I wish I was into classical music in my early years. I feel that I'm more invested into it now. It's very soothing and thought-provoking. Perfect study music.
Very
Love that.
true.
Mhm.
We like classical music these days.
Mhm.
Also from Anna Quintos, same Brother Nate. Classical music is great for work from home and studying. She also says the lyrics of every oratorio are very touching. I'm going to rewatch them now.
I love that.
We're all going to watch them now, Sister
Aw.
Anna. I love it. All right. Well, maybe let's give the chat one more question before we wrap up our discussion with you, Brother John.
Yes, for our live viewers, again, what impact did the oratorio have on you? This is a really good question. And I feel like I know you have so much to tell us. So,
Mhm.
what question do we have for Brother John?
Yes, Brother John, what does it feel like using your talents for the church and activities such as these oratorios?
Okay. I think, wow.
Loaded question, yeah.
Yeah. Using talents like playing the viola and other performing I guess, talents with for the church, and activities like these is so inspiring. I think, and as everyone has seen, like the pictures on stage, I am quite literally like a small part of a much grander and larger thing. And I think it's just really beautiful how music is able to really transcend like language as well. And its message really touches people.
Yeah.
For example, all of the oratorios say something along the lines of how the true church is the Church of Christ, and how we should act as lights of the world. And I think being able to hear that in song form, in the form of an oratorio, is quite unique and different compared to how, for example, other religions of the world are imparting their words.
Sure,
Yeah.
for sure. And just from those pictures that you've shared with us, like you mentioned, when you look at it plainly, you are just one part of such a grand, huge scale project. But even as, just in your words, a small part, it does seem like there are lots of sacrifices that each of you in the orchestra have to make. And just thinking about that, I mean, and you know how you mentioned earlier, like you first got into playing viola because of school credit. Like you had no intention. Is it safe to assume you had no intention of doing this for so long? Was this something you expected?
Not at all. Like I said, I got the call, and I was going to like return my rental instrument. They said,
Right.
don't do that. And I was like, I won't.
Okay.
And I feel like, especially that year, 2018, with all of the celebrations for the 50th in the West, there were so many different opportunities for a violist to get in on the first floor. For example, the EVM Awards required an orchestra. The following year, in center stage in our district, the play production required an orchestra. And so I feel like from then on, I really gravitated towards our performing arts productions. Whether or not I was playing the viola, I was able to really put myself in an environment where I could perform music
For sure.
or facilitate music being sung, told, heard, and what have you.
And speaking of talents, using your talents in all these different activities, I know our district is really encouraging all of our musically talented brethren to join a program or a department that we're establishing in our district, right?
Oh, yeah, I've
So
heard
I'm going
about
to
that.
look over here real quick. The district music team is being formed within our district. Towards the end of the month, we will be having a district music team special gathering. So we want to invite anyone who is interested in the music making process, whether you're a poet, a lyricist, someone who composes melodies, someone who is good at mixing or wants to learn about mixing, someone who's good at arranging, orchestrating. Singers.
Singers.
Who need to singers to actually perform the songs. We encourage you to look out for the DMT special gathering and participate in that. So big
DMT.
Yes, big
I
project
like
coming
that.
up.
I like how that sounds. You all should like how that sounds.
And
And maybe
Join us.
want to learn more about
Yeah.
that. Very cool. Very exciting time.
Yes.
Yes.
I like that. Let's also read some comments because I know others are very excited and are inspired by the experiences you shared, Brother John. We see a comment here from Sister Anna Quintos. Performing in the Oratorio in 2018 helped me strengthen my faith. Knowing many brethren with musical talents and performing together made me see how large the church has grown. Very beautifully said.
Sister Kat Burling said, John, I hope your parents have those proudly displayed in their home. They must be so proud of you. #NSD. And then she goes, new life goal, participate in an oratorio. Are booklets allowed? #NSD.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Sister Kat. Yes.
I want to watch one live now.
Yeah.
Malcolm is
Actually,
making me
right now,
jealous.
John is going to play.
I'm actually gonna
Demonstration from Sophia, aka Pia Carlos, the oratorio makes me want to relearn the clarinet. I never returned the clarinet I rented for the You're Invited musical. #NC. Okay. Maybe you should use it again.
Sister Kat Burling says, Oratorio inspiring me to get back to performing my musical instruments. #NSD.
Me too. I feel so inspired. You know, I used to play the alto saxophone in middle school.
Wow,
Ooh.
we have a lot of talented
learning
brethren
things
in our
today.
district.
I've been thinking about getting back into it just
Yeah.
because there's so many great projects these days that I feel like I could be part of.
Exactly.
From Alex Riley, brother Alex here from Little Rock,
Hey.
Arkansas, South Central States.
Wow.
Greetings. Thank you for tuning in.
From Brother Ronnie Lee and Asieta, good day to all. Happy viewing. Greetings from the brethren here in Bonao, Dominican Republic in the District of Caribbean.
Love it. Thank you, everyone, for leaving your comments. We are so thankful that you were able to join us for our discussion. Thank you, Brother John, for sharing your experiences with us. We loved hearing about the oratorios and learning more about it. And before we let you go, do you have any final remarks for everyone tuning in or any shout outs you'd like to make?
Sure. Real quick, I want to shout out everyone from the orchestra who's actually in the live chat right now. I hope we see each other again soon. Let's perform again soon. Let's organize like a watch party again.
Or a jam session.
Or a jam
Wow.
session. Either one. As long as we see each other again, I'm cool with it.
Yes.
All of the leaders within the music department who've supported us and helped us on the logistics side of the oratorios, thank you so much. My family and my special friend who's in the live studio right now, Sister Ariel.
Special friend.
Thank you, Brother John.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll see you around.
Yay.
All right. I love that.
That was such a heartwarming and wholesome topic.
It was oratorio.
Mhm.
I just like the word oratorio. It's very
Oreo.
fun to say.
Not sponsored.
You're not saying it right.
Oratorio.
Lorraine, what's that?
What's that? I think that's on the horizon. With San Diego County, right? Activities on the horizon. Yes.
Like last weekend when we had our
SCANI and CMDPS special gathering, which is the Society of Communicators and Networkers International 36th-year anniversary, and the Christian Medical Dental Paramedical Society 6-year anniversary.
happy anniversary
Yes.
to these two societies. And we love seeing that so many people were in attendance for this. What a momentous occasion. Also coming up today, actually, in just a little bit, we have our bowling clinic and social at Mira Mesa Lanes. So if you want to learn a little bit about bowling, if you just want to bowl for fun with your friends or practice for the upcoming Unity Games bowling edition, we hope to see you in a little bit at Mira Mesa Lanes.
Yes, and speaking of Unity Games is on Monday, February 17th, bowling and chess edition, also at Mira Mesa Lanes.
All right. And that's what's on the horizon for the San Diego Satellite Studio.
Taylor!
Hooray!
What are we excited for?
We're so excited for our hashtag challenge winners.
And here are your hashtags, as you can see, for your local congregation. And in no particular order, here are the top 3 winners from last week's hashtag challenge.
The local congregation of
El Cajon!
Also, we have, okay. Not the delayed applause. We also have the local congregation of
Temecula Valley!
And last but not least, the local congregation of
Vista!
Congrats to our top 3 this week. There is still time in our show today to leave your hashtags for your local congregation to be part of the top 3 next week. So
Mhm.
hashtag away, but 1 hashtag per comment, please.
Exactly. 1 hashtag per comment.
Yes, and also we have just a little bit more time left for some comments from everyone in the live chat. We know there are quite a few. I'll start it off
Okay.
with Brother Erwin Prado. He says, hello from the Bay Area, California.
Hello.
Can you say that in Filipino, Erwin? I heard that you are learning a little bit of Filipino.
From Brother Mark Moronco, greetings from hashtag Bakersfield. Ready to take note of this great show. We don't want to staccato out when playing. staccato out when playing music, remaining fermata in our faith.
Love that. We were warned that there would be musical puns in the live chat today. From Justin Talioga. I hope I said your last name right this time, Justin. Hi, Brother John. Long time no see.
From Sister Imelda Capelasan. Morning to everyone po from #NC.
Thank you for tuning in. But also from Ariel Castañeda. #EC. Good morning, everyone.
From Reynalda Nuque. Good morning po.
Also from Anna Quintos, who we heard a little bit from earlier. Good morning from #OCC. Excited to see Brother John.
And you indeed saw him.
We all love seeing Brother John. Also, maybe one more here
from Sister Annalyn Pangilinan. Sounds familiar? #NC. Yay, Kuya JT. Brother John Pangilinan.
Love it. Oh, also one more from Brother Brian Berlin. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from #NSG. Thank you so much for leaving all of your comments, everyone. We hope that you're leaving our broadcast today feeling very heartwarmed, as heartwarmed as we do, and inspired to maybe join and learn more about the future musical projects of the church. But with that, we are wrapping up our show today. Thank you to the following individuals who helped make INCRadio San Diego possible. Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, our executive minister. Brother Angelo Arano Manalo, our CEBSI president. Brother Wally Taray, our INCRadio station manager.
Brother Matthew Capistrano, our supervising minister of SDC. Brother Erman Bendicio, our assistant supervising minister of SDC. And Brother Christian Co, our district multimedia advisor. Up next, INCRadio Sacramento.
Yes. Until next time here on INCRadio San Diego. Goodbye, everyone. Stay safe, and we will catch you on the next
Which one?
No, one of your hey, never mind.
We're good.
This is INCRadio, DZEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.